Welcome to Bridgeport Stadium in Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to the James Madison Dukes. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on last year's national champions, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Dukes will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Vanderbilt's offense will have the ball first. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their...
There he goes! They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, do you love hearing the crowd, but more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
Gives it on the option. And that ball is live in the backfield. Defense picks it up.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Great place to start for this offense. Quarterback making checks. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's on target and complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He had his receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window, and he did that right there.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Dukes! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. It takes advantage of great field position.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Fires one high and deep. He's got an open man. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Ice water in this quarterback's veins, man. 3rd play of the drive. It's 3rd and 10. You know the defense is expecting pass, but this quarterback laser focus. He found the matchup. Great job reading coverage, and that was an absolute dime deep down the field.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, the offense getting a little bit greedy, I think. They had an explosive play the play prior, and they decided to try to pile on, throw the ball right away. But the defense was ready for it. What a great job up front, defeating the block and getting the sack, creating a negative play.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He can't make the catch. He was open on the crossing route, and instead they're facing a 4th down. And the Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Back to throw. It's Ogden. Zings it complete to the right. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He's going to take off. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
On the move, it's Slater. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
When you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's just it's a really easy play.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Here's a heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Commodores with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Finds his big tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Commodores will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Picks up the first down, still moving. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. We've come to the break, and James Madison is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. On the direct snap, it's Slater. Running to Green. Breaks into the open. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting him out flanked with the Wildcat. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Ogden. Takes the easy completion. Finds a crease at the 20. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Off play action on first down. He wants it all. Touchdown, James Madison. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his 3rd receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into this season. I love how they line him up all over the field, and as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
Up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands. Let him...
Oh, he's got some space.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Commodores will call on their punt team. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back to pass, it's Ogden. Gets open down the middle.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. The hand to the running back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. They'll go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Dukes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Dukes will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Takes the pick back to the 32-yard line, and now this offense will be in business. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Looking downfield on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Dropping back, it's Ogden. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Dukes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He wants to change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. And they get him down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Caught. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Slater. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they... This drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure.
All by himself down the middle. The 40. He's at the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown Doors. Away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that touchdown was massive for the offense. Gives them confidence heading into halftime. But remember, they're going to be receiving first in the third quarter, so they get an opportunity to cut even further into this lead. That was a huge play.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves a great broadcast so far today in Harrisonburg.
Set to kick this one away.
On the run from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys,
going for it all. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
and that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Clemson made it look easy, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Tigers. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, and it appears that's the case again today.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to pass on second down. Got him downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. Off play action. He's got him. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
To the air on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Carter. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double.
Turning it on. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get it.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Got his man. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
I love this by the offensive coordinator because as the game goes along, you see how are they going to line up when we line up in this? What coverage do they like to play? And then you can take advantage. You say, all right, the corner route is open. I'm going to hit it.
Leaves it with the back. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That cuts the lead down to 28-10. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. On the run, it's Slater. There he goes. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to him again. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
Looking to throw, it's Ogden. Gets it out quickly. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Slater. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Dukes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Looking to fire. Finds his man in the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Now on 3rd down, this offense has been rolling. Can the defense stand tall? Hand off from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And he missed it. No good. Well, the field goal didn't quite make it through, but still an 18-point game. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. start with a first down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Throwing right. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. They're dealing with a second and long. Gonna run it. It's Carter. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to...
Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Dukes! The defense putting points on the board. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the... Back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there. Stop at the 19. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got his man. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
The Commodores come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Fires to the tight end. Got room at the 35. He'll work his way down to the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Commodores are on the move. They go to the ground. Powers through the defender. They make the tackle after he gets two down to the 25.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to run, it's Carter. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Oh, he makes the catch. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
There is no point in a field goal here, so the offense stays on the field on fourth down. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they trail 35-17. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Smart move to keep it on the ground.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
On the direct snap, it's Slater. Breaks into the open. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. The give to the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Give to the back. Headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Yeah, they've had a day. And it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can turn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, James Madison. And the route is on. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. They've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent team.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Gives it to the back on the draw. Got enough for the first. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the 4th quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. After this, it'll be a wrap. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmys and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.